Hey, what's up, everybody? Average Sniper here. Sit back, relax, smack that like button. Got another video coming right at you right now. So, watch this guy's reaction when I kill him in PUBG.
Oof. And this is what I'm talking about with hackers. As we saw, he wasn't able to shoot through, and then he was. On top of that, with an Uzi against level 2 body armor, I don't think so. Oh, but it was a headshot. But was it?
So this guy thought I was cheating, but I'll let you see it from my perspective. I had to get him through the window. Yeah, I don't know why my bullets didn't go through at first. I can see why he accused me of cheating, but let's break this down a little bit and get to the subject of the video, which is why are we so paranoid about cheaters in video games, specifically PUBG. So I thought that was kind of funny, and just wanted to make a little video. It gave me an idea for a video, talk about why streamers and experienced players are so paranoid that people are cheating. Now, of course, you do have toxic people who pretty much every time they die, they think that someone is cheating. I've been accused of that, and it is true that I do get paranoid sometimes, especially when I have stream snipers and cheaters following me around. That has happened more than once. But most of the time when I report someone, I get information back saying that they have been banned because it was confirmed that they were cheating or doing something incredibly suspicious that warranted an actual ban. Now, the guy that called me a cheater in the clip we just watched, I got nothing against him. I don't even know who he is. I know he streams PUBG, and I'm glad to have another person streaming PUBG. That's awesome. Support for my community. I don't really take any offense to being called a cheater. It's kind of like a badge of honor, you know? Like, I did so good with that shot that the guy thought it was impossible to do normally. But I don't think that's the case in this one. I think he was just kind of salty. He's streaming. He wants to do well. And when you have a lot of people watching you, it is very easy to start making excuses when you die. Again, nothing against this guy. I do the same shit. Sometimes when I die, I'm like, oh, I died because the wind was blowing this way. And then my vehicle flipped and rolled 87 times, which threw my equilibrium off. Then when I got out, I didn't know which direction I was facing. Then I went to get some lunch, and then somebody shot me and sent me back to the lobby. But if the wind hadn't been blowing that direction and made my car flip 87 times, and then I got nauseous and then felt better and got hungry, I probably wouldn't have gotten killed. We all make excuses, especially people that stream the game, because it's hard to just take an L and not like explain to your audience like why it happened. So I don't think that guy really thinks I was cheating, especially because he didn't hit the report button and report me. So when I think someone's actually cheating, I will hit the report button. If I'm like, I'm just being salty, maybe I'll call them a cheater, but I won't hit the report button. But it is a pretty common thing for streamers and players to just call people cheaters when they get killed. Now, having said that, the whole reason this is happening is because there are so many cheaters in PUBG and our favorite competitive shooters. And I think it's starting to ruin competitive gaming, because every time I think I'm being paranoid and I'm like, nah, there's not that many cheating, I run into a very blatant cheater, whether someone's using a wall hack or an aimbot or on console with keyboard and mouse, Cronus, strike packs, what have you. It is a big problem. And I do feel like there is going to be a solution sometime soon. How soon that is, I don't know. But the reason I think this is because I don't think gamers can keep going on like this. I think there will be a big change in gaming in the near future, and a lot of people, the game owners, shareholders will start to see a decline in the player base because people are tired of competitive gaming when people are cheating. You know, nobody wants to play against cheaters. Everybody wants a level playing field. And right now, unfortunately, we do not have that. Is it as bad as people think? I don't know. Some people think there are more cheaters than legitimate players in the game. I have to disagree with that because I don't even think that makes sense. But that does depend on the game you're playing. That might be true. In an old game that doesn't have that many players, there might very well be a shitload of people hacking in the game. But when you have a game like PUBG, Fortnite, Warzone, Apex Legends, you're going to run into your cheaters. But are there 50% or more players cheating? I certainly hope not. Is it moving that direction? Maybe. It really seems like game developers are doing less and less about the cheater issue. And I think that is the reason there are so many accusations now. I mean, I try my best when I stream not to accuse every single person that kills me of being a cheater. Most of the time when I die, it is totally legit. But every now and then, I will accuse someone of being a cheater. And most of the time, I'm right. I can prove it in the death cam, or I can prove it in the replay by showing how they're finding other players on the map, how they're super low level and don't have any recoil, what have you. There's a million cheats out there. There's a lot more you got to look for than just the death cam. Sometimes you have people that think they know exactly what they're talking about. They'll see a death cam and they'll be like, bro, that guy was cheating. Or bro, that guy was not cheating. No way. It's impossible to know that from the death cam. Anybody that acts like they're 100% sure from a 10-second death cam, you can just not listen to them anyway. They probably don't know what they're talking about. But if you have experienced players who'll go back in the replay and rewatch the kills and, you know, look at everything leading up to the kill, if it's really that big of a deal to find out, they're pretty accurate on seeing that people are cheating. In fact, there was a video that came out recently. I forget the name of the guy, but he put a wall hack on in Tarkov, and he started doing like a little teabag to other players through walls. And the amount of players that responded to his teabag that could also see him through the walls showed how many people were actually cheating. I'm going to find that video and put a link in the description because it's a really interesting watch. I totally forget the guy's name off the top of my head, but I'll find it and I'll put the link in the video description. So cheating is a problem, and that is the reason why everybody gets so upset when they die and thinks someone is cheating. It's not always true, and sometimes you cannot prove whether it's legit or not. And that is incredibly frustrating because you do have players out there that are incredibly good at the game that still use cheats. And they try to make it look like they're not cheating. And those are the worst kind of cheaters. I would much rather be killed by someone that I'm certain was cheating. Like somebody, you know, shooting a pistol through a mountain across the map and just being like super duper obvious about it. I hate it when there's good players that know how to play the game, they understand how the mechanics work, they've leveled up their accounts, and then they decide to start using aimbots and wallhack and pretend like they're not. And most of the time they won't get banned because they're high level, they're spending money in the game, and for the most part they probably leveled up legitimately before they started using cheats. So the paranoia is real, guys. When people accuse you of cheating, take it as a badge of honor. Just realize you're so good at the game that other more average players just assume you're cheating because of how good you are. Now, aside from that, there are just toxic people out there. There's a ton of toxic people out there that will just call everybody cheaters, like no matter what. They'll just be like, oh, you hacker, you killed me, blah blah blah. Those are pretty easy to figure out. The guy we watched in the beginning of this video that thought I was cheating, I don't think he was one of those people. Just from the short clip that I watched and the little bit of his stream that I watched, he doesn't seem like a toxic person. I think it was more just like making an excuse for how he died. And I had such good and accurate shots that, you know, it could be interpreted as cheating. I mean, how many times, for those of you that watch my streams, do I pull off some crazy, insane shot? Like the other day, I switched to the passenger seat in a car and I got this nasty headshot. Actually, I'll pull that up right now and show it to you guys. All right, here it is. That was insane. I switched to the passenger seat, 171 meter headshot on a guy that was running. Like, what? I would probably report that. Actually, I don't know if I would, because I would look at how long the scope was up. I would see it wasn't a quick scope. But your average player is immediately, like, if that guy watched the death cam, he's going to be like, holy shit, that guy is cheating his balls off just because of how good the shot was. Most people won't take the time to watch the death cam several times or go back in the replay and, you know, see the rest of the kills or what have you. They'll just say that's a cheater. And that's fine. That really isn't hurting anybody if that's what they want to think. I might think the same thing. I'm positive that I have falsely accused some people of cheating. Do I go have a vendetta against them? Do I try and get their accounts banned? Or is it more like I just say on my stream, oh, that guy's a fucking cheater? It's more like that. In fact, crazy story. Thanks for watching so far, by the way. Smack the like button if you're enjoying. Crazy story. One time I was on stream and there was this guy spraying the barrel with a 3x scope. Looked like he was cheating. I called him a cheater. I spectated him. I didn't call him a cheater to his face, but I spectated him, and I was talking to my stream about how I thought he was a cheater, and then I later made a video about it, showing how perfect his sprays were, and how it wasn't just a one-time thing or a lucky shot, and the guy was so afraid he was going to lose his account that he started a Reddit post about it and trying and get people's support, and he contacted me. And I won't say he was harassing me, but he was trying to contact me through every medium available. And he told me that he's more than willing to come to my house in person and sit down at my computer to prove he's not cheating. Now, that doesn't sound like an innocent person. That sounds like a freaking psychopath. Like, no, random guy from the internet, I'm not going to let you come to my house, sit down on my computer, and prove that you're not cheating. Of course, he knew I would say no. He was just afraid he was going to lose his account. And then he started telling me things about his family. He's like, I have a wife and kids and this and that. And I'm like, holy shit, dude. This is either an incredibly unstable individual or this guy is going through all kinds of lengths to try to not get his account banned. And the funny thing is, I never even did anything other than hit the report button in the game and just upload a replay of that match in the stream because I thought it would make for interesting content. This guy acted like I had some kind of vendetta against him and that like I was out to get him and his family and get his account banned. And it would be the end of his life if his PUBG account got banned. That's crazy. And you know why? Probably because he was cheating. He knew he got caught and he was doubling and tripling down, you know, on not getting his account banned. Crazy people out there, guys. Lots of trolls, lots of cheaters, lots of hackers. But that doesn't mean our favorite video games are ruined. Is it a problem right now? Is it hard to deal with? Yes, it certainly is. Should you quit playing the game because there's so many cheaters and so many hackers? No, enjoy your freaking video game. Don't let the cheaters and hackers ruin your fun or ruin your good time. Play the game the way you like to play it. Try your best to, watch the death cams and the replays before you report. And try not to be one of those people like me, or at least what people accuse me of doing, of calling every single person that kills me a cheater. I guarantee you, if you stop by and watch my streams, you will see it's an incredibly wholesome place to be. It is a competitive game. There are salty moments, but by no means do I accuse every single person that kills me of being a cheater. Do I get a lot of cheaters banned by figuring out how they're cheating? Yes, and I'm pretty proud of that because I hope it makes the gaming experience better for other people that also enjoy playing the same game as me. So having said all that, I think the biggest reason that people accuse other people of being cheaters all the time now is because there are so many cheaters out there who try and make it look like they're not cheating. And that just sucks. That just ruins the game. It creates a sense of paranoia every time you play. And it makes it seem like you're the only one that's not cheating. Well, let me tell you, my friend, you are not the only one that's not cheating. There are way more legitimate players than cheaters, at least as of right now. And just hang in there, do your best, and try not to be too salty when you die. It is kind of hard to not be too salty in a competitive game, especially when you think someone is cheating. But just say GG, move on to the next one, hit the report button, and try not to make too big of a deal out of it. Hopefully, they will do something about cheating in the near future. And we'll all be able to have a much more level playing field and a much a much more fun gaming environment. Thank you so much for watching. Smack that like button. I'll see you guys on the next video or the next live stream. And have a great day. And let me know what you think in the comment section. Bye.